NBA playoff games have a little bit of everything. High-flying dunks, buzzer beaters, fans heckling opposing teams, fans cheering on their teams. They're so excited. And let's add one more thing to the mix, believe it or not. And I'm talking about protesters. Yes, you heard that right. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are in the mix of protesting during their games, whether it's at home or on the road. The Timberwolves are simply not done with protesters delaying their games. For the second time in less than a week, an animal rights activist this time chained herself to the basket during Game 1 of the playoffs between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies playoff series in Memphis, Tennessee. The woman wore a t-shirt that read, "Glenn Taylor roast animals alive." It appeared during the stoppage of play in the second quarter with yellow chains and attempted to secure herself to the stanchion after throwing flyers on the floor. Yeah, this lady was chained to the basket the entire first and part of the second quarter. The protester, who appeared to be another member of the animal rights group Direct Action Everywhere, or better known as DXE, was unchained by security before 5 people carried her out of the main area to the cheers of fans inside the FedEx Forum. The protest seemed once again to be related to the one carried out by a woman who tried to glue her hands on the court before the Timberwolves playing game against the Los Angeles Clippers in Minneapolis. The animal rights group Direct Action Everywhere, which tweeted that the person who chained herself to the basket was Zoe Rosenberg, has accused Taylor, the Timberwolves' majority owner, of the inhumane killing of over 5 million chickens, 5.3 million to be exact, in a recent mass killing following an outbreak of bird flu in Taylor's Iowa egg factory. It appears chains were much more effective than glue, as the first protester was escorted out almost immediately. But it did give both teams, whether it was the Clippers or the Timberwolves, or in Game 1 of the playoffs, the Memphis Grizzlies or the Minnesota Timberwolves, an impromptu timeout for them to go over plays and simply see what was going on. But neither of the protesters were as effective as the oil protester, who managed to zip tie himself by the neck to a goalpost at a Premier League match last month. Regardless, the protesters are slowly letting themselves know at NBA games. Now, we'll have to wait and see what kind of ride the Minnesota Timberwolves have during these playoffs, and if more protesters will show up at their games, whether it's at home or on the road.